If you're managing Amazon ads and you're doing everything yourself, you're not just wasting time, you're also slowing down your growth. My name is Vadim, I'm an Amazon PPC expert, and I'll show you exactly what to automate, what to do yourself to grow your Amazon business profitably. You've got a lot when it comes to PPC management: creative direction, search term cleanup, bid placement adjustments, budgets, profitability analysis, SEO optimization, and so on. How do you decide what to automate, give it to a software, or what to do yourself, like a high-level strategy, looking at your profits and so on? So let's dive right in. The first and most important point, where do we start? First of all, we need a campaign. How do we create these campaigns? Do we delegate this? Do we use software? There is two parts to it. There is keyword harvesting, is deciding what keywords to target, and there is second part, obviously, the creating the campaigns. For keyword harvesting, what I want you to understand is there is going to be keywords that they work profitably, they produce orders profitably, they get, high orders, low ACOS performance, or search terms, since we're looking at search terms. So you're going to do this yourself, and based on your account, based on your product, you'll decide what keywords you want to harvest. And so this part right here, keyword harvesting, is something that you'll do yourself. So you want to decide, do you want to launch this keyword right now? Do you want to launch this keyword in the end of the next month or beginning of next month? So deciding on that, given your current budget and your current performance, so it's something you would do yourself. And as far as launching this campaign goes, so that is something you want to automate. So in comparison, you could have gone to Ads Manager, created this all yourself, like manually, or you could use a bulk file or a software that saves a lot of time. And, I can set up 100 campaigns in less than 5 minutes if I want to. So that would be your ad creation right here, something you can automate easily. Again, bulk sheets or a software to help you create these campaigns. Next on the list, and also related to search terms, is search terms cleanup. This goes both ways. It goes about identifying profitable search terms that you want to launch campaigns for that I just talked about, but it's also identifying any wasted ad spend, any phrases that you think that are unrelated, material, fabric, or just negating, competitors' brand names as an example. It's something you cannot automate yet, but we need to take our own direction strategy and decide, okay, where do we want to stop the traffic to come from? So again, that would be a search term cleanup. And search term cleanup, it doesn't just go into like looking at what keywords you're getting impressions for or clicks. You can also do it beforehand. You can be proactive. You can look at your competitors, what keywords they target. Maybe some of them you're not relevant for, right? Now let's dive into adjustments, bid placement, budgets. So first of all, bid placement adjustments. So this is the one lever that you can pull. The overarching strategy, however, is deciding how are you gonna optimize these campaigns, what target SEOs, how much are you gonna spend. So obviously the big picture analysis, the overall strategy that comprises every little action you take. You want to have $5 budgets for your branded campaigns, so do that. But you gotta decide this on yourself. You cannot give this task to a software. So you're deciding again, overall strategy, budget allocation within campaign times. So it's something you do yourself. Rank, profit, market share. For example, for some of my accounts, we have at least 50% of budget utilized for ranking campaigns because we know that's what's driving the most sales. For profit campaigns, any discovery campaigns running at low SEOs, we like to use maybe lesser percentage of a budget, maybe 10-20%. Then some accounts, I go aggressive, like just taking the market share. So then the strategy is different, and it's something you got to decide yourself. I have an expert to help you do that based on your goals, target goals, monthly profit, etc. Then again, we have budget allocation between ad types. So what I commonly talk about in this channel is that sponsored products, your keyword campaigns, they tend to have and should have at least 70% of budget sent to these types of campaigns because they're the ones driving the visibility. Sponsored brand ads, it's more of a market share play, just showing up, having people see your ad, remember about you. It's like it's on their mind. And then sponsored display ads, it's something that you would retarget people with if they clicked on your page, etc. So sponsored products, you would have 70% of your budget going towards. So this guy right here is going to be 70%, and these two ad types, we will have other 30% of our budget going towards. So video ads, display ads, etc. Then what else do we have under the overall strategy? Obviously, so let's finish off, like what do we do ourselves? We will have the campaign architecture. So what is campaign architecture, or simply said campaign structure? It's deciding when to use single keyword campaigns, when to split things apart, when to have 1,000 keyword campaigns. Like that is another strategy I use for managing my accounts. And it comes down to, again, your goals. Do you want to just stay under the radar, sell a bit less but very profitably, or do you want to capture the entire category? And that's when that deciding factor comes in. So to say, okay, I'm going to have a lot ranking, advertising aggressively, capturing the top of search market share, or, I just want to stay under the radar, get the cheapest yet relevant traffic possible. So maybe you'll use more multi-keyword campaigns. So let's talk about ranking strategy. So it's something that's going to be still do it yourself, but I would say it's closer to the, as far as priority list goes. So this is the most important. So overall strategy. The next most important is budget allocation between campaign types, ranking strategy, and then I would say it's something like this. Also, they are all important equally. And as far as ranking strategy goes, it's understanding what keywords do I have potential ranking for. And you do it by, looking at a bunch of reports at our disposal, your own PPC performance, your impression share, SQP performance, and identifying the keywords where your conversion is better than the market. So it's something the software that cannot do, but you can guide it. And I'll show you what tasks we automate in a bit. Creative direction. So any creatives for your sponsor brands, the headline tags for, say you have like an ad running to a brand store, what kind of headline you have, what kind of pictures, and it's based on your market audience. Do they like specific color types? Do they want to see animals in the advertising on your creative? Then the next part is profitability analysis, something that you also wanna, and you wanna understand at what ACOS level, like, do you get that? Do you maximize the profit? Some high margin products are targeted. Say there is no guideline for ACOS, but there is a guideline for tacos, so it's 30%. If it's 35%, we can make more profit. We can kick out some competitors of the market. We can capture more market share. But for products that I manage, say it's like $6 or $7 product, it's totally different story. We want to stay below 10% tacos. Still make profit, still be in the market, but just not overreach, over expand ourselves with advertising, so we still make profit in the end of the day. That is a profitability analysis. Something else that comes to my mind, something that we also want to do ourselves, like the big picture, is a few things. So setting day parting schedule, this is more of advanced level. Day parting itself, so I'll talk about it in a bit. So let's talk about what's remaining here. So day parting, right? Day parting is something we can automate. However, we are automating the aspect of turning off and turning on the ads. What you gotta do your own and decide when you wanna do it. Do you wanna do it at night, specific parts of the day, or do you wanna boost certain hours? So that is where setting up day parting schedules come in mind. So you create a heat map and you see where do you get most of your sales, at what conversion rate, what hours works best for your type of product. Maybe it's a sleeping supplement, and then at 11 p.m. suddenly the conversion rate is 20% versus at 6 a.m. it's, 5 to 10% are people just, they're not looking for a sleep supplement anymore. They're too sleepy maybe. But there are some examples, like I see like the businesses that sells B2B, the core hours are 8 to 5 p.m. So that is where you set up your day parting hours. So you decide that based on a schedule that you create and you do it yourself, but they part the ads using a software. So you don't go there doing this yourself, turning off and pausing ads. You have the software do that for you. Then as far as high level keyword strategy is something I already discussed. So again, that's deciding what keywords are driving our sales. What keywords do we want to spend more? Like, is there anything specific that converts well? That I'm gonna put $1,000 a day, and I know that's gonna scale my Amazon business. But there is also that type of keywords that don't move that needle. It's called the discovery type of keyword, or like it's very clicky, but people are not buying. So say you're selling a pet product, so maybe you don't want to advertise for dog supplements. Maybe it's too generic for your product. People click on this, but they don't buy. They keep scrolling just to see. Maybe they're not sure it's that type of search term. But if you're selling, like supplement for dogs with arthritis, then I bet you want to advertise for search keywords like arthritis dog supplement, because this is a high conversion keyword, presumably for your product, and something you want to spend more money on versus something more clicky like dog supplements. something you decide yourself based on the common logic and just reports that are at our disposal. Now, when it comes to automation, so it's all the mundane tasks, all the something that you could have calculated yourself, but there is already software in place that you can put that in a place and have that do for you. Also, I still don't automate a lot of any tasks of my Amazon PPC service that I do for clients except day parting. And the reason is, so this environment is very, very evolving. We have all of these Prime days, holidays, etc. And there is also like stock out periods, there is ranking strategies, there is organic positioning, there is clients letting you know, hey, like let's slow down or not. There is all of these moving parts. And I don't want to use any automation or rule-based software, but I do use software to calculate things for me. To beat placements adjustments, you want to have that overarching strategy in place, all of this, and that's going to drive all of the decisions here. Specific campaigns, you're going to have that optimized for profit, 20% ACOS, for example. Some of them for ranking, 80%, 100%, or some, it's unlimited sometimes, because it's driving so many of the overall sales and visibility. You do this big picture analysis, and then it's going to drive all of the tasks you give to automation. Bid placements adjustments, budget adjustments. Like I said, you want to have most of your budget maybe for ranking campaigns, for sponsored product ads, and so on. Last action remaining, SEO optimization, front end, back end. Something you want to do yourself. I don't think there is any software in place that's helping you do that yet. But you occasionally want to edit your listing based on what's converting the most, what's driving the most sales, and have these keywords published somewhere closer to a title. But it's gonna do a few things. It's gonna increase your conversion rate. People are seeing that keyword. It will signal to them that it's for them. It will increase your relevancy, organic rank. So you want to revisit your listing I wouldn't say every couple of days, every 2 weeks. Look at your search term report. Anything that works well, place it in visible spots. Maybe in a title in the most left part, just like first couple of words, first bullet point, and so on. So guys, again, there are things that directly impact your profitability. The high level picture, the most important things that you want to look at. Campaign structure, what keywords you are targeting, where you delegate most of your spend towards. And then there is adjustments, budgets that can be done by software. So guys, again, you need to have an overall picture, strategies that's driving most of your software actions. If you don't have that in place, there is not going to be a point of, having software or just this AI software that optimizes everything for you. You need to understand your own data, your own product profit levels, and that drives the software part. So hope you find this useful. In the next few videos, I will show you the software ads and specific clients accounts that I manage, obviously hiding sensitive data. So stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.